Today is January 24th, 2024. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, a few things today. In Oregon, a mother of 5 wants to adopt 2 children. In fact, they're siblings. But she's having problems because the Oregon Department of Human Services has denied her request because she will not endorse or promote or sanction, whichever word you want to use, the state's gender ideology. Now, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole trans rights issue. She's filed a lawsuit in the Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, which is in San Francisco, charging that Oregon is denying her religious liberty by forcing her to adopt a policy contrary to her religious beliefs and convictions. So here we have, the strong arm of the government bearing down on this woman, on her family. She just wants to give these children a better life, a loving, secure home. But the state is saying no adoption unless you cave to our radical left-wing ideology regarding transgender. Good news, she's getting support from many pro-family groups in about 20 states. She's even being supported by transitioners. These are people who had gone through some level of transition, realized they had made a huge mistake and detransitioned, and they are supporting her in this effort to adopt these children. Her law firm representing her is Alliance Defending Freedom. Talked about them before. They are a great pro-life and pro-family law firm. One of the best. Okay, a few stories from late last week. At the March for Life, there were 2 prominent speakers. One of them was Mike Johnson, the current Speaker of the House. And I do believe this is the first time in the March for Life history that a sitting Speaker of the House has spoken from the dais. So that is great news. The other speaker was University of Michigan head football coach Jim Harbaugh, fresh from U of M winning the national championship in the Rose Bowl. So, and he's got a large platform, obviously, as a very prominent sports celebrity. But it's exciting to see prominent men standing up for life. And you kind of expect it from Mike Johnson. He's a politician, he's a Republican, he's been pro-life. But it's encouraging to see a prominent person like a Jim Harbaugh step forward and support the right to life. Over the weekend, Ron DeSantis, Florida governor, ended his campaign for the nomination. He realized that he didn't have a path forward to get that nomination, and he has endorsed Donald Trump. So we have Nikki Haley is the only one left to challenge Trump. And yesterday in the New Hampshire primary, Trump won pretty well, but she had a pretty good showing for second place. The problem she had in New Hampshire is that the way the state law is structured, if you're a Democrat or independent, you can change your party affiliation and vote in the Republican primary. So a lot of Democrats may have voted for her because they wanted her to beat Donald Trump, which I can understand from their point of view, but she got a lot of support from independents and from Democrats. So, if you get a win in a Republican primary, and you have to win by getting Democrats to vote for you, well, you've got some problems in your campaign, because Republicans are going to decide who's going to be the nominee, not independents or Democrats. Now, in the general election, we're going to need a lot of those independents to vote for our pro-life candidate. So we are going to be looking to need independents. But I'm not expecting a lot of Democrats to vote for Republicans come November. But now all eyes are cast on South Carolina, the next primary. Trump is expected to win big. She's the former governor there, so that may say something. But the two senators from South Carolina have endorsed Trump. The governor has endorsed Trump. The lieutenant governor has endorsed Trump. A lot of members of the state legislature have endorsed Trump. So she's kind of alone right now. And if she does not do well, it may be the end of her candidacy. It just may be the end. So we shall see when that, I'm not sure what date is the primary, but it may be in 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Okay, final thought. When an individual is put on the witness stand, what is he or she told to do? To tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And that has been the terminology for centuries, going back to English courts and maybe other countries as well. So we expect truth-telling from our citizens, from our spouses, from our government and our elected officials. And we should also expect the truth when dealing with abortion, the truth about abortion. And, going back to Proposal 3, we didn't see a lot of truth coming from the other side. We saw a lot of lies and distortions. And the other side was twisted this idea of informed consent. We were trying to deceive women. This is what they were saying. We were trying to deceive women by keeping them in the dark. Well, it's the other way around, the opposite. They were keeping women blindfolded to the truth. Women deserve to hear the truth, the whole truth about abortion. Informed consent includes telling women that they have choices. Isn't that what the other side demands? Choice? Pro-choice? Women should know about the risks in abortion. They should know about the size of their babies. They should know more about what their babies look like at certain gestational ages, how they are developing. But the other side wants to give women as little information as possible, just enough, so they can have the abortion. But we offer a different choice, to choose life for their babies. The other side claims that pregnancy care centers lie to their clients. They deceive them. They are called fake clinics by the Democrats. But the opposite is true. Registered nurses work there. Doctors work there. They're licensed sonographers to do the ultrasounds. These are not fake clinics. Abortion pill reversal. We've talked about that before. It works if administered immediately. About 60% of the time, after taking that first pill, if there's an intervention, in 60% of the time, the abortion is stopped and the baby and the woman continues with her pregnancy and she can deliver a healthy baby. But the pro-abortion people want to ban abortion pill reversal method. Let's face it, the pro-abortion industry really only wants one outcome: a dead baby. Let's give women choices. The truth about abortion, the truth about partial birth abortion, the truth about parental consent, about informed consent, about the need for clinic inspections. You don't want to have a hospital room or a hospital not inspected for 10 or 15 or 20 years. But somehow, when it comes to abortion clinics, that's not a big problem to not be inspected for health and sanitary reasons. Okay. Jesus said that the truth will set you free. Let's see a whole lot more truth coming from the other side when it comes to abortion, the right to life. When does life begin? When does life begin? Let's tell the truth about that. Does it begin at viability, or at 12 weeks, or at 6 weeks? When does life begin? Science tells us the truth when life begins. It begins at conception. With that, I'll let you go, and I'll see you next time.